Hi, this is Marta from Ruby Soup with Pearl Juice, and this video is December book hauling, and this is a collaboration with two geek girls. The first book I bought this month is The SX Serpent by Sarah Perry. This is a historical fiction novel set in 1890, and it was longlisted for the Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction just this year. And it follows a recently widowed woman called Cora who goes to Essex to find a mythological creature that there's been rumors about because she believes that this might be a newly discovered species. And she starts to kind of have a love-hate relationship with the minister there because she's very much for science and he's much more for fate. So I've heard really good things about this. Hope that it lives up to the hype. The next book I bought this month is Lucky Boy by Shanti Sekaran. And this is a contemporary novel that was just published this year. It follows two women. One is a undocumented Mexican immigrant who gets detained in the migration center, and she has a little boy who is born in the US. And at the same time, there is an Indian American woman who is unable to have children, and she's desperate for a child. And she kind of comes across this boy's story and decides that she's kind of going to foster him. And then it's basically about these two women kind of fighting for the right to have this child. And that's what the title even refers to, Lucky Boy, because there's two women that dearly love him. It sounds quite sad and very topical. And I've also heard really good things about it. I think Book Riot said that this was really worth reading, so can't wait to get to this. I also bought an anthology this month, and it's called The Goddess of Mutwa and Other Stories. And this is basically a collection of the Kane Literary Prize in 2017. The Kane Literary Prize is this really big African literary prize, and I've always kind of wanted to get acquainted with the Kane Literary Prize because everybody's always talking about it. But because it's a prize that goes for short stories, it's very hard to get your hands on just a singular short story, especially if you tend to buy books instead of downloading them. So I was really happy to come across this, which takes all the short stories and kind of puts them together. So I hope I'll find other volumes of the Kane Literary Prize in the future, but really looking forward to this. I also bought a manga this month, and this is a standalone manga. It is called My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, and it is written by Nagata Kabi. And this is basically a graphic memoir of sorts about her own life, struggling with loneliness and insecurities and her sexual awakening. And it kind of sounds kind of fun. I have actually never come across a manga that was a memoir before, so really looking forward to this. And it's kind of fun because it's LGBT owned voices. And most of the manga, while they tend to have LGBT themes in them, they don't tend to be own voices. So it's going to be interesting to get to kind of dive into the own voices part of the manga world. So that was it for this month. I'm keeping it short because I have in fact bought a lot more books than these, but those are all Christmas presents and I don't want to spoil anyone in this video. So I am just going to say thank you for this time. Click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I hope you have a good holiday.